Intelligence isn't always what it seems. It's not in degrees, flashy words, or loud opinions. In a world obsessed with being seen, the truly intelligent man moves differently, quieter, sharper, and far more dangerous than the rest. He doesn't chase validation, he studies it. He doesn't seek approval, he analyzes who needs it. His power lies not in what he shows, but in what he withholds. And if you're not paying close attention, you won't even realize you're being outmaneuvered by him until it's too late. Today, we'll dive into the 10 ruthless signs of a truly intelligent man, based on the cold logic of Machiavellian psychology and the dark truths of human nature. These are not traits of a nice guy. These are traits of a man who sees through the world and knows exactly how to control it. Genuine intellect is invisible until it's necessary. The intelligent man doesn't flaunt what he knows. He conceals it. He lets others speak first, expose their ignorance, and misjudge him. While they seek applause, he gathers leverage. Because once people think you're just average, they speak freely. And that's when he strikes. He doesn't need to be the smartest in the room. He just needs to be the most underestimated. That's where his control begins. His restraint is a trap. Every underestimation adds to his advantage. He doesn't just hide his intelligence. He weaponizes your misjudgment. He understands that arguing with the blind only makes him look foolish. Fools crave attention, not truth. And the intelligent man refuses to supply what they're starving for. He doesn't engage in pointless debates to prove he's right. He already knows he is. His silence isn't surrender, it's dominance. Because every moment spent fighting stupidity is a moment lost from building power. He prefers strategy over ego. While others fight over opinions, he's building outcomes. That's why fools never see him coming until they've already lost. He doesn't rush to talk. He scans, measures, decodes. Every glance, every pause, every contradiction. He notices it all. His silence is filled with calculation. When he finally speaks, he doesn't just talk, he disrupts. Because his words are not just opinions, they're weapons, placed with surgical precision. He listens, not to respond, but to disarm. He speaks with timing, not emotion. When he opens his mouth, the room shifts, because his words aren't many, but they are final. While most crumble without validation, he thrives in solitude. His strength is forged in silence, where there are no masks, no noise, no distractions. He uses aloneness as a forge, shaping discipline, sharpening vision. The intelligent man doesn't fear solitude. He fears losing control. And nothing gives more control than mastering yourself in isolation. While others drown in stillness, he becomes sharper. His isolation isn't emptiness. It's a laboratory where clarity is created. He's not easily convinced. Truth is never taken at face value. Authority, tradition, popularity, none of it impresses him. He digs deeper. Who gains from this belief? Who planted this narrative? What are they hiding? This man doesn't follow the herd. He dissects it. And in doing so, he sees the hidden hands pulling strings, while others remain blind, loyal, and obedient. To him, every truth is a mask, and he's obsessed with what lies beneath. He doesn't destroy illusions with rage, he dismantles them with logic. Predictability is death in power games. The intelligent man builds an aura of mystery. He's kind until he's not. He's present until he disappears. He controls what others know about him and changes it often. People can't manipulate what they don't understand. That's why he's unreadable. Unstable to some, but untouchable to all. He's chaos dressed as calm. One moment warm, the next cold. And in that unpredictability, he becomes impossible to corner. He's always evolving, but never announcing it. He learns in shadows, reads, studies, watches. Every failure is data, every success, a blueprint. He doesn't post his progress, he weaponizes it. While others seek praise for growth, he turns it into strategy. Because knowledge without execution is noise, and he's in the business of results. He updates silently like a machine in the background, and when he finally applies what he's learned, it's devastatingly effective. He's not interested in showing people how smart he is. In fact, he often plays the fool, intentionally. He asks questions he already knows the answers to. He pretends not to notice what's obvious. Why? Because people reveal far more when they think you're beneath them. Arrogance blinds them, and in that blindness, they hand him everything he needs: truth, secrets, weaknesses. He gathers data while they gloat. By the time they realize he wasn't ignorant, it's too late. His ignorance is scripted. Every naive question is a wiretap, collecting more than any confrontation ever could. While others panic, he calculates. Emotion is a tool, one he controls, never the other way around. He doesn't react. He responds. And when chaos erupts, he becomes colder, sharper, more precise. That calm terrifies people, because while they scream and flail, he's already 10 moves ahead. The intelligent man doesn't lose composure. He uses yours against you. Pressure doesn't shake him, it sharpens him. He's most dangerous when everything falls apart, because that's when he becomes surgical. He understands that real power doesn't come from information alone, but from understanding human nature. He watches how people react, lie, betray, flatter, and fear. He's a student of psychology, not academia. He knows how to read eyes, decode silence, and expose hidden motives. People are puzzles to him, and once he solves them, he owns them. Not through force, but through understanding. He reads people like textbooks, with footnotes, patterns, and flaws. And when he turns the last page, they're no longer unpredictable. They're programmable. The intelligent man doesn't shine in the obvious ways. He's not loud. He's not boastful. He's not desperate to be seen. But beneath the surface, he's always watching, always learning, always plotting. In a world full of pretenders shouting for attention, he chooses silence. In that silence, he becomes dangerous, not because of what he says, but because of what he knows and what he hides. Because true power never begs. It builds. It waits. It strikes when no one expects it. And by the time they notice him, it's already too late. He's not in the spotlight, but he controls the lighting. Not the performer, but the one who writes the script. While others chase applause, he chases legacy. And legacies aren't made with noise. They're carved in silence, with precision and patience. You won't find him at the center of every conversation. You'll find him on the edges, listening, calculating, preparing. He's not the loudest voice in the room. He's the reason others lower theirs. Because when intelligence is paired with discipline, detachment, and strategy, you don't need to be liked. You only need to be respected or feared. And sometimes, both. He's the storm you never see coming, the calm before the collapse, the silence before the shift. In a world drunk on noise, his silence is sober, sharp, and surgical. So, if you want to win like him, stop seeking validation. Seek understanding. Move like a shadow. Think like a ghost. And strike like fate.